Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bowers Tribe Facebook Friends Tour. It's my pleasure to be here with my friend Mark. He's a professional jazz drummer here in Salt Lake City, Utah. He's also traveled and toured other states and different things like that. Very active. He does it full time. We're here at Salt City Drums in here where he teaches his lessons in Murray over here, kind of by Fashion Place Mall off of State Street. The location will be linked to this video. So Mark, everybody knows you as a drummer. They know you've been around the scene for a long time. I've seen you off and on for 10 plus years. A lot of affiliation, a lot of association with local jazz concerts, and I see your concerts that you're not playing as well as ones that you are. We have a mutual friend, Bill, who's absolutely not on Facebook, who's an old jazz drummer as well. And what's it been like to be and live as a professional drummer full time? What's that like for you?
Well, I've enjoyed a really great career for many years in this area, and also traveling around the country, somewhat around the world. And so I've been able to play a lot of different styles of music, a lot of different kinds of bands. I sing also, and so I'm just wrapping up a season with a gospel choir now, Hilltop Gospel Choir. I'm a long-time member and founding member of the Saliva Sisters group, which has been around for ages. And
funny too.
I have a jazz trio that is very active in the area, and I teach, and I've been teaching for many years, and so I can't complain. As far as being a professional musician, I've had a pretty great run.
That's so cool. Now, we're both drummers, and you're the second drummer I've done interviewed 2 days in a row. Last night was punk rock, hardcore type drummer, and today's jazz drummer. And it's so cool that like an instrument can unite people no matter what the styles are that we play.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of being united, maybe some of the things, as you know, I like to keep these things personable on a personal level. Some of the things and challenges and growth you've had in life, part of that has been surviving and getting through cancer and illnesses twice, you said. What was that like, and how did you get through that and things like that?
Well, I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and I've had some other few health problems also, and I had a lot of help. And at least 2 occasions I took some time off, and then I'm back at it. I had some of my buddies help me load heavy equipment when I couldn't load it, help me set up when I couldn't stretch and bend down. And so I'm happy to be on the right side of the dirt right now, and just grooving, living life, teaching, playing. I plan to do it for as long as I can. Not sure I'll beat Joe McQueen's 99 years of playing the tenor saxophone, but something to shoot for.
Absolutely. Well, we all have goals, and it's a matter of being inspired versus competition, I guess you would say. Or
Yeah.
So what would you say to others out there who are wanting to be a professional musician, not just a drummer, but do it as a profession? What would you say to that person out there that's watching?
Well, as you said, I'm known, somewhat known as being a jazz drummer, but as you probably would understand, for every jazz gig that I've been privileged to play, I've probably done 10 rock and roll gigs and 5 dance gigs and 5 country gigs and shows and whatever else. So you might have to do some things that seem a little bit out of your comfort zone. You need to play some styles that are maybe not your main style, but you try to just go boop, boop, boop out there and keep people together. And it's, in a lot of ways, that kind of variety is the spice of life. You know, I think I'd be pretty bored if I played just one style all the time.
So broaden your horizons, but stay consistent with something, essentially.
Yes. Well put, sir.
So you did mention you did have a famous moment where you were featured. You were a drummer in the movie Dumb and Dumber. Is that correct?
Dumb and Dumber, yes, is my claim to fame. I am visible in that movie for 2.5 seconds,
Woo!
or maybe more. So it was kind of cool. I had many people from around the country that I hadn't seen for a long time call me and say, "Hey, saw you in Dumb and Dumber."
That's
and
so
it's
fun.
still out there, and you can still watch it.
So be looking, if you haven't watched it or if you want to rewatch it, check out Dumb and Dumber and be looking for this guy's mug right here.
I had
For-
hair.
So he might be looking a little different. But be checking him out still. And so it's always fun to just have those experiences. Now, we'll kind of, I want to go back to what we were talking about a minute ago. So somebody that is going through and maybe it's new or something going on with, like, let's say the cancer stuff, what would you say to that individual to give them hope to maybe get through that time in our life?
Well, I've had a number of friends who have had cancer and had challenges, and I'd say this: rely on your friends and loved ones. Take it one day at a time. Chances are you're going to come through and you're going to be okay. And the quality of life is such that if you need to take a break, do so.
Yeah.
Take a break, don't rush, don't worry that the world can't do without you for a minute, because the fact of the matter is, the world did without me for some moments,
Yeah.
and I was able to come back, and so yeah, don't worry about it so much. That's would be my advice.
Well, Mark, you're an inspiration to all of us, not only as a survivor through different things, but also a professional drummer here in the community. I thank you so much for taking the time. The shop we're in actually is closing down right now, so we're kind of like a little bit close for time. But do you have anything else you'd like to add to this?
No, I just appreciate you interviewing me, and it's nice to see you in the flesh here. And once again, great to see you, Chris.
So would you say it's safe to say, Mark, that we absolutely know each other in real life and we're not just friends on Facebook? I just met him just like 2 minutes ago.
No, we actually have hung out together. We know each other.
Club 90 and beyond.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I wish you the best of success with everything that goes on from this moment forward, Mark. And thanks once again for all your time.
Thank you.